questions on a letter to God effectively, you need to address the collision between absolute faith and a harsh, unforgiving reality. This session provides the structure needed to respond to exam prompts directly. This timeline tracks the central plot points. We begin with the protagonist, Lencho. He is a hardworking peasant expecting a profitable harvest, but a sudden storm of hailstones destroys his crops entirely. As the timeline continues, Lencho and his family face the prospect that they will starve. In response, he writes a literal letter to God, requesting 100 pesos to replant his fields. Postal workers intercept the letter. To preserve Lencho's unshakable faith, the postmaster collects 70 pesos as a gesture of charity and sends it back to him. When Lencho receives the money, he reacts with suspicion rather than gratitude. He writes a second letter to God, accusing the postal workers of being a bunch of thieves who stole the missing 30 pesos. High marks depend on your ability to integrate specific vocabulary: peasant, harvest, hailstones, starve, and unshakable faith into your argument. The examiner is checking for these terms to verify your technical understanding of the text. Instead of memorizing dozens of answers, use a single 4-part framework. These interlocking blocks represent components required for a complete response. Block 1 establishes the character baseline, describing Lencho's manual labor and absolute belief in divine intervention. Block 2 introduces the conflict. The hailstorm serves as the inciting incident, threatening Lencho's survival, setting the plot in motion. Block 3 covers actions taken to resolve the crisis, including Lencho writing the letter and the postmaster providing financial aid. Block 4 identifies the twist. It captures Lencho's unexpected anger and his accusation of theft, which subverts the postmaster's original intent. Every exam question for this chapter asks you to assemble a specific combination of these 4 blocks to support your answer. Consider a standard prompt. Why did the postmaster decide to send money to Lencho? We solve this by combining Block 1 and Block 3. The postmaster observed Lencho's faith, Block 1, and organized the charity, Block 3, specifically to ensure that faith remained intact. Now, look at a more analytical question. Was Lencho greedy or stupid? Pause the video now and use the blocks to decide how you would defend his character. A strong response uses the first block to show Lencho operated out of extreme naivete. His absolute belief meant he truly expected exactly 100 pesos from God. Therefore, any missing amount had to be the result of human theft. This modular framework keeps your responses aligned with the grading rubric, ensuring you address character motivation and plot structure without drifting off topic. The most complex concept tested in this chapter is the thematic irony found in the conclusion. This balance scale tracks the contradiction at the end of the story. On one side, we have the postmaster's effort to help. On the other, we have Lencho's letter calling him a thief. The tilt in the scale represents situational irony. The postmaster's goodwill creates an expectation of gratitude, but the reality is a hostile accusation. The outcome is the direct opposite of what the characters intended. Screenshot this consolidated summary. It brings together the 5 core vocabulary words, the 4 structural blocks, and the central thematic irony of the story. Applying this framework provides the specific evidence and structure required for literature exams, allowing you to organize complex themes into a clear, evaluative response.